Ishibon and Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, no, don't go towards this fake smile. It's not because I'm not happy at all. The whole day has been, it was decent, but the mood has not been superb. Um, yes, this video. I hope this video answers a lot of questions that you have in your mind. I'm pretty much sure if you're a sane Arsenal fan, you know what is happening and you know that you have an opinion. We're going to discuss that in tonight's live because we need to, I guess, because I need to talk with a fellow like-minded people who actually believe in the same whole story. Should you even support Arsenal at the moment? Of course, in an Arsenal fan's life who has been following Arsenal since 2004, or probably later, it's been quite a conundrum whether to do it or not. But I think by watching this video, I think I'm pretty much sure a lot of people will get my peace of mind in the whole idea. And if you can, please join me on my Arsenal. We talk about the whole thing in my live 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time tonight. So yes, do join in, and yes, we're gonna talk about more stuffs as well in that live. So let's just jump into the things that happened after the game yesterday, and we're gonna in detail talk about Raul Jimenez as well. So first of all, you can see Arsenal are 14th this season in the table with 13 points. Ozil is actually bagging a lot of these things, but look at the most dribbles completed in this game. Adama Traore 5, Daniel Podence 5, Pedro Neto 3, Arsenal, the whole of Arsenal only 2. So they were not made to complete the dribbles as well. So Arteta opened up about David Luiz. He says, we followed the tests and protocols to make sure he was fine. David wanted to continue, but at half time we decided to take him out because he was struggling with heading the ball. So there was an issue. So you definitely could not continue. And also, Arsenal, Charles Watts tweets out, Arsenal 14th in the table, 13 points and 10 goals from 10 games. Worst points tally at this stage of a Premier League season ever. Well, Mikel Arteta says, after a really bad result, the performance in the first half, we had our moments. They had 2 shots on target and scored twice. We had a great reaction in the second half. We went all for it, and I think the team showed the desire, how much they wanted to win the game. We created opportunities, we created the chances, and the goal did not arrive. Obviously, I am disappointed. And talking about why David Luiz was bleeding, he says, Luiz has a nasty cut. He was conscious and did all the tests already mentioned. And in his press conference, Arteta says it was a really tense situation. Reaffirms that Luiz's issue was a cut. Luiz wanted to continue, as James Benge tweets out. So also Arteta says he was asked, do you fear that for your position at all? He says, it is something that the day I decided to be a coach, it might be sacked or leave the football club. I don't know if it's the day if after I sign my contract, it's in a month's time, a year's time, or 6 months' time. I never worry about it. My only concern is to get the best out of the players, give the best possible service to the club, and become better and better. I know I repeat in this profession, one day I will get the sack or leave, but I don't know when that is going to happen. So he's fine with it. He is fine with it. So also James Benge tweets out that important to remember the Arsenal hierarchy invested significant personal capital in Arteta before the season began by promoting him from head coach to manager. 2.5 months ago, Venkatesham was saying, I find it a bit difficult to talk about Arteta not being here. So if Arteta is a long-term aspect, if he is the long-term if his project is the long-term thing that is going to continue at Arsenal, then we need a significant amount of investment. But also, Roy Keane opened up about Arsenal. Everyone is mocking Arsenal in their worst times. He says, I think they still have enough to stay up. I still think they'll be strong enough to stay in the division. So, yeah, smug Roy Keane. But Arteta says, you look at the results, it's exactly like that. He was asked whether the progress has slipped. He says, in this league as it is, things are not going in our way. So it's no time to feel sorry. It's time to work harder, everybody to be united, pushing the same way, and things will come. While you're at it, Daniel Pollen's game by numbers was 7 duels won, 5 ball recoveries, 4 most take-ons, 4 touches in the opposition box, 2 aerial duels won, 2 shots, 1 goal. And talking about Partey, he says, I don't think he will be ready for a few games. If he was asked whether the Partey's injury was a serious one or not, he says yes. And talking about Aubameyang, Mikel Arteta said, I don't like to personalize in one player. The goals have to be scored around the team, and it's our responsibility to do that. But I must say the reaction the team had, the way we played the second half, it was what I expected from them. The desire and willingness to go get a result was there. And talking about the lack of goals, Arteta said, you have to put the ball in the net. You create the chances, but at the end, it's putting the ball in the net. In the first half, they have two shots on target and they scored two goals. One with little deflection, one after a great action from Adama. When we had the chances, we did not score. The goals will come. We have to insist and keep pushing the players and believing. I always want to create more chances, more shots on target. We don't hit the target enough. We get in there. I think today we put 32 or 35 crosses. The quality of those crosses has to increase. We have to be more consistent, but we have had enough chances today to win. And Wolves had no shots on target in the whole of second half. Was a good improvement, but not good enough to get the 3 points or any points for that matter. In fact, no shots at all after the 60th minute. And shots per game in the Premier League, number one is Liverpool, 16.3. Do you know where Arsenal stand? They are 17th, just above Palace, Burnley, and Newcastle with 9.5 shots per game. And also, uh, uh, well, we are losing at the Emirates itself. So Mikel Arteta had to say something about the concerning home form. He says, it is when you lose 3 games in a row for different reasons at home. I am really concerned. I am responsible for that. But I must say, the reaction the team had, the way we played the second half, it was what I expected from them. The desire and willingness to go get a result was there. Now, most open play crosses attempted successful in a Premier League game this season. 36 for Fulham versus Aston Villa, 11 was successful. Arsenal attempted 31 crosses, but only 3 were successful to find a man at the end of it. That is not promising. And talking about more stuff, uh, Arsenal have lost 3 successive home games only twice since 1977, both in the last 12 months. That is December 2019 and October to November 2020. It's not been good. It's not at all anything good. And talking about more stuff, Mikel says, I'm really worried for Jimenez because it looked really nasty when you see the reaction of the players, that concern. Something bad is happening. We would like to send him our best wishes, our love to him and his family as well. Well, Bukayo Saka, Arsenal completed just 2 take-ons against Wolves. Both were completed by Bukayo Saka in the second half. Well, okay. And yes, Thomas Partey, it looks like the clarification. Thomas Partey, since his injury, was supposed to miss 6 games, and 2 of them have been done. So 4 more games Thomas Partey will not be available for. So it looks like no Thomas Partey in the North London derby. Yes, it is a worrying sign. And Arsenal have failed to keep a clean sheet in any of their last 8 Premier League home matches. Arsenal found a teammate with just 3 out of 36 crosses against Wolves. And Arsenal's average points per game in November was 1.55. 1.55, their lowest this season. In October, it was 2.07. Now, Arsenal sit 14 points in the top flight. They are 8 points off the top table and 8 points off the relegation zone. That is how hard and thick it is. And also, we talk about the man of the year, Raul Jimenez. Well, finally the update has been given by Wolves. Raul Jimenez is comfortable in hospital, thank goodness, following surgery on a fractured skull after his clash of heads with David Luiz on Sunday. Well, this is the official Wolves official website came up with a release. They said Raul is comfortable following an operation last night, which he underwent in a London hospital. He has since seen his partner Daniela and is now resting. He will remain under observation for a few days while he begins his recovery. The club would like to thank the medical staff of Arsenal, the NHS paramedics, hospital staff and surgeons who, through their skill and early response, were of such help. The club asks that Raul and his family are now afforded a period of space and privacy before any further updates are provided in due course of time. Now, I would want to talk to you guys face to face, man to man, Um, Of course, we're going to discuss something different in today's life. But am I Arteta in, Arteta out? I've already given my peace of mind to you guys already in my yesterday's watch along. So here it is. I am still Arteta in. Do you know why I'm still Arteta in? Because of course, you guys might be thinking, oh my God, this guy is doing this. I don't know why he's crazy. Yes, this guy is definitely crazy. You know why this guy is crazy? Because this guy believes that you had Arsene Wenger, you brought in Unai Emery. Okay, when Unai Emery came in, you also wanted his players. You gave him what? You gave him. He wanted a different player. You gave him a different player. You complained that he could not make Nicolas Pepe work. You really got tired of his Spanish good evenings and everything. You started mocking it, and he's off now. You thought the manager was the problem. You thought the manager was the problem. Well, surprise, surprise, it's the players. Because now, if you say it's Arteta the problem, why don't you once feel that these players are not good enough? Once, like how many managers will you change when you know that these are the players and this is what the best that they can provide when they are pitted up against together in a team of 11? This is the best that they can give. I'm pretty much sure some can give more, and they also have provided more in their whole career to other clubs. But at Arsenal, at this moment of time, I don't think so. The whole of fan base should get behind these players and try to get the best out of them, not by abusing them. Okay, not by abusing them. But if you expect the reason of everything is out, and I'm pretty much sure I have to criticize certain things, but it's down to the players to perform. Every manager is as good as the players that he asks or he is given. In this case, he is given. Barring from Gabriel, which Arteta wanted, every other player, Thomas Partey is injured for now. He did not play the Wolves game. That's why I'm not mentioning him. I like him as well. But he has improved a lot of players. But these are not the players that can represent my club at all. There are lots of players that I would want to name. I may do that in my life. But right now, what we need, what I would want to tell you guys is, I feel your pain, man. You, Arsenal fan. I feel your pain. Relax. If you believe that every Chelsea fan who's your friend, who's mocking you on social media, on any other platform, be it Twitter, be it Discord, whatever it is, if you want, don't even go there for a week. You will feel better. You will. You don't need to. You don't need to get that abuse or, those banter. If you can laugh at it for literal, they can actually take you apart by literally going to the limits. If you can actually get over it, go for it. If you don't want to, do not go on those social media platforms. If you want to, stay safe, stay calm, and be Arteta in, because sometimes you got to raise suspicion on the performance of these players. Are they good enough to represent this club, the flag that I'm holding behind me? Personally, no. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one.